Good morning. I'm going to show you how we are going to do the padding for the two-sided Santa. The padding will go along the front trim of the coat, even up underneath his beard. You're going to run it along the cuff and then the bottom of his coat. You also have the collar to do, but we're not going to pad the collar. We're just going to pad the front, the cuffs, and the bottom. And then the final, so here's what we're going to do. So I have drawn similar to what the canvas, the coming down the front of the coat looks like. And what you're going to do, the black lines is the outline of the painted canvas. The blue lines are the section that are on your canvas outlined in the grayish brown color. So what you're going to do is you're going to run some vertical stitches along where I have these blue lines. And they're just random. They don't have to, they just have to be straight. What you want to do for padding is you want to determine how many layers you want, and then you're going to just add layers underneath that are not in the final direction of your top coat. So since this area is going vertical for the final, we're just going to run this one up and down, and again it's going to stay on the inside of those the brown gray areas. I know I'm crooked, not wearing my glasses, and it's just going to go all the way up on both sides.
And this is your first layer, right?
Yes, this is the first layer for your coat. Again, if you want several layers, that you can get it as padded or not padded as you want. You're going to use the merino wool for this. You're also not going to want to pull it very tight at all. So then once you get your first layer going up and down, and on the cuffs will be, of course, be in the opposite direction of how your final threads will lay. You're going to take your second thread, and it is going to just basically go horizontal. And it's just going to go all the way across, and you're just going to go just to the outside of those brown gray lines that are running up and down the coat. You always want to leave your one hole on either side, the left or right, for your final thread. You're also going to follow the middle line where the coat is painted gray, and follow that line so that your coat still has some waviness to it. It has some movement to it. So again, you're just going to run this straight, not pulling very tight. And I know for those who are type A, you're welcome to do a straight line down the middle, or you can follow the line. Same thing on the back of the coat with between the red and the white. If you just have to have that straight line, go for it. So as you can see, I'm leaving some room for that final stitch. And this is just going to run up. And like I said, if you wanted another layer, you could come back on top of it, again going vertical on top of it. So if you wanted even more padding, then you could again take it and go and run it back through for more padding. Now your final thread will be done in essentials. You got both natural and white. Mix and match them. Run them either one, because that gives the coat again more definition. From here, you're going to take it from the edge. On this would be the edge of the red, because this would be all the red of the coat. And you're just going to run it diagonally to the other side to the middle. And it's just going to run all the way up. And you can put several layers in order to get it. It's all going to be white. I'm doing the colors just to make it easier for you to see. And you just keep running it all the way up. until everything is all covered. And as you can see, it is starting, again, don't pull real tight. But you should be able to start seeing some of that poofiness as so there you are. And you can see that it is raised up from the top layer. And you're gonna work that all the way up, and you're gonna work it up the cuffs. So as you can see, you're gonna work it in an upside down V on the front end of the trim. And it works all the way even up underneath his beard, all the way above the belt line. Now when you get to the cuffs, you're going to share these holes in the middle where it is painted gray. The dark gray in the middle of the cuff is where you're going to share all the holes. As you're going out, and you're just going to follow the line of what the line of the coat would be. Straight, and then you're going to just kind of take it out a little bit. And then the inside of the cuff, I just ran completely straight. This one you're just going to run diagonally and then just sweep it on around. And then where you go into all the holes leaves a little indent, so you can see the delineation between the cuff. Then on the bottom, this is where you're going to run it from the top to the bottom in just straight long stitches. And it will cover because you've got those padding underneath that are the same color. And again, you can go over and do several layers. If you do one and it looks like you need some areas to fill in, or I left some areas that were a little lighter than others just to give it a little bit more definition to it. A little difference other than all being the same. So there you are. That is how you do padding on an area.